Hello everyone, today I'm doing a follow-up video in a response to the one I did a couple of months ago about my 30-day fitness challenge, where I had challenged myself to do 30 days of physical activity every single day, and I was going to report back to you the impact that the challenge had on my health. I had also given myself a 30-day low sugar challenge where I had intended to do 30 grams of sugar or less in my diet and see how that went as well. So this video today, I'm going to give you a report back on how the 30-day fitness challenge went for me. Now, I'm going to start by giving myself a failing grade in both the 30-day fitness challenge and the 30-day low sugar challenge, and I am very embarrassed to say I did very poorly on both of these challenges. And while I did do pretty good for about the first 2 weeks in the fitness challenge and maybe about the first week in the 30 grams or less sugar challenge, I did fall off the wagon very badly and have not been able to get myself back in line again. But I am trying very hard to get myself going again, and that is going to be my challenge going forward in the next 30 days. What I have been able to do is some activity, fitness, exercise, maybe twice a week. And a couple of things that have been nice is, one, I have been maybe once a week going out with my friend, and she lives in an area not too far from where I live, and we are doing like a 20-minute walk together, and that's been very nice. And it seems like when I have a friend to work out with, I do much better. The other thing I've done is recently at the church where I go, they on maybe once a month or so are doing a get together where on a Wednesday night we have people, we kind of clear an area and we play old 70s songs and we dance for about 2 hours. So I do love to dance, and that's something that's been really fun. Now, many times I've tried to do it on my own, where I just put on music and dance myself, and I usually can maybe go for about 20 minutes and then I get bored and stop. So I have not done very well doing that kind of a challenge on myself, but when I do it with a group of people, I'm actually able to dance for 2 hours pretty vigorously and get a very good workout. So that's worked out well, but I'm only doing it twice a week. So my goal for the next 30 days is to try to do something every single day. Again, with a 30-day challenge of 30 grams of sugar, well, that I have really fallen off the wagon. In fact, feel like I'm on the 30-day of carbohydrate and sugar only diet. I mean, I have been having very difficult sugar cravings, wanting to eat chocolate, ice cream, chocolate chip cookies, candy, all the very bad foods that I know are terrible for me, and yet I have been craving them like crazy lately. Now, I can tell you the reason for my cravings. A couple of things have happened recently. One is I do have an adult child with autism. Recently, he left his job at Federal Express. I'll probably do another video on how that all went down a little bit later, but that has got me very worried. What are we going to do with him? The other thing, though, is my mother has advanced dementia. She's been declining rapidly over the last 4 years, but just last week, the hospice people have called and said we've probably got about 2 to 3 weeks to maybe 6 months for my mother left with my mother. So last weekend I went to Phoenix and I saw her. Usually I see her about once a month, and it's just very difficult to watch your mother, who was once a very healthy, vibrant, active, talented woman, in a state where she can only sit in a wheelchair, and often during the day she's just like she can't even hold her head up. She's so tired, and just to watch that decline and know she only has a few weeks left, very challenging. And the other thing is I had to spend last weekend picking out a casket, cemetery plot, headstone for my mother, and those things are emotionally trying activities, things to deal with. Now, I at one point was diagnosed with an eating disorder, binge eating disorder. I had lots of treatment, therapy, group therapy, counseling, and for the most part I felt like I was mostly recovered from the eating disorder. But when very stressful events come into my life, another thing that's been happening is business has been very difficult. When these types of stressful things come, I find myself very challenged, and it's very easy to fall off the wagon. Now, for a couple of years I've been doing quite well, and I had gotten down to maybe one size away from my goal weight, But summer is coming, and just a week ago I went to pull out my shorts and capris to wear for the warmer temperature, and they're all tight, so I had to go buy a bunch of new pairs of shorts and capris in a size larger than I wore last summer. So that's very stressful for me also, and right now I'm trying to get myself back on the fitness challenge and the low sugar diet so that I can recover and maybe drop that dress size again to get into almost normal size clothes. And of course the original plan was to drop 2 sizes from where I currently am at, so that's where I'm at. But again, I just want to share with you, I have failed the fitness challenge and the low sugar diet challenge, and I am going to try again starting probably next week to get back on the wagon, and then I will be able to give you a better report on what those 2 things will do for my health. So that's all for today. My name is Dawn Dickinson. The channel is Living Your Best Life. I hope you enjoyed the video, even though I didn't have anything positive to report. Mailman is coming, so I'm going to sign off. Again, if you like the video, please do me a favor and subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button. I post videos every single week, and I hope to see you back here again on the channel next week.